What's going on YouTube? Coin Capital here, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the possible impending failure of the US dollar. There's a lot of speculation about the US dollar failing as a currency and the US economy taking a big hit in the future. This has a lot to do with the country's international affairs and finance, as well as the bond rates, the market itself, stock market, how that's doing, and the change of presidency with Joe Biden, who's what seems to be the possible new president of the United States of America. He's got the lead. Nobody knows for sure because we got to do vote recounts and all that, but it seems as if Biden will be the president. With all things considered, let's talk about international affairs. The reason why we're going to bring this up is because the U.S. involvement of bonds with other countries, China and other European nations are actually in refusal of buying U.S. bonds and buying into U.S. debt for investment in our own country, which is a bad signal in the event of the currency, the U.S. dollar. It's a red flag signal right there. This has to do with a lot of reasons, a lot of different reasons. The nations are doing this most of the time, 9 times out of 10, just to get a financial edge with the United States government, whether it be sanctions on the countries, commerce, trade, and all that. Most of the times that's why, but the signals we're pointing at now is because these countries don't see viability with the US dollar and buying into and investing in America as a whole. Most times that they do that just to get an economic gain. They get the bonds, they get the returns, the interest rates, but interest rates are so low right now, especially on treasury notes and bonds, which is another signal of a change in economic prosperity for America. Most of this is all speculation, but there's evidence pointing towards it, and I'm going to talk about national affairs, domestic financial projections for the country right now. The U.S. is the nation that's been hit very hard with coronavirus, and a lot of companies and corporations need bond bailouts. Government needs it too. Need funding, stimulus, checks. People need it. Unemployment is through the roof right now, and this creates more job competition in the future, which negatively impacts the economy. But it could possibly impact the economy in a change in influx of different wage. Wage distribution is a big deal right now. It can be good and bad, honestly. But in regards to stimulus, there's a new projected plan of almost $2.6 trillion of financial aid that the U.S. government and Fed will pass. That's money that, honestly, I don't think the government has. It's just money that's going to be pumped into the economy, hoping that it's going to be used in the right way. But a lot of the stimulus so far has been used in the wrong way, very sketchy way. Certain companies are waiting for their own fair share of money and then laying people off right after. There's a lot of abusement of power with this stimulus and such because of coronavirus. There's a lot of companies taking advantage of such. Just a lot of money that's just being printed out and distributed to keep the companies and the stock market afloat of what they were pre-coronavirus. See, the U.S. is kind of in a financial bubble right now, and it can burst, and that can be a good thing. Everything can go to crap for a while and you rebuild, or you can try to stay ahead, stay afloat of what you had previous with the bull market that Obama left Trump and so on for his presidency up until coronavirus. The economy was pumping along, a lot of money, just bull markets everywhere. But now with coronavirus, we've made our way back up to what we had, but for companies and financials, for a lot of that, it's definitely a lot lower. These are all signals for a failure in the US dollar, mass inflation. Along with that, there's new plans to increase minimum wage, more funding for just public services and such, which can also cause a fail of the dollar. And that really is not as big as an impact as international affairs with bonds and trades and such. So that's why I think that. So if you want to hear me talk about any more of this, comment down below. Make sure to like, make sure to follow, make sure to share this one with your friends. Follow my Instagram at Coin Capital and my TikTok at Coin Capital. I'll see you guys in the next video.